think may have motivated these young ones to be on the street then?
I so much cannot tell what motivated them. Like I said, I have more than 100,000 national service personnel working. 70,000 of them are publicly paid. 30,000 are privately paid. And if only 7 of them are coming out, my brother, it will be difficult for me to tell what the motivation is for them. But I think it's sometimes painful when young people we are grooming to become leaders. For instance, I had heard some of the things that they are said to use very unprintable words on their executives. I believe if any of them wanted to be president, which I think maybe that was what a concern something wanted to, they would have gladly come out and contest for being a leader of NASPA and then still to the welfare of NASPA like they are thinking. Today, we have digitized the system because NASPA had seek for it. Today, there are many places where there are boreholes across the country because NASPA had worked for it. So if one person sits at one point and say all those unprintable words, as educated as our young men and women, I think that is a cause of concern. Because for us at National Service, ours is to groom them for the job market, and grooming people for the job market, all of these things are part of it because it's soft skills.
Yeah, and I'm sure that you should be on the lookout for their welfare as well. Obviously, that will
their welfare is the first for us at National Service, and then gladly, if we are giving them all the orientations, like I said, 3 times at the cost of National Service and other things to make sure these people are groomed. If you go to our website, which is www.nss.com, you realize that it's one of the most accessed websites, very, very friendly. And if all of these things are open to that space, and still our National Service personnel do not think they should go through these processes, then my brother, I don't know what else we can do. Maybe we would have to have maybe a segment on your show and make sure that every day we are really on your show trying to groom them. That maybe can help them.
Okay, the bigger picture about the 559. It's been more than 4 years. The concern is, let's try and rework the figures. At least an increment will do in these times where we are experiencing inflation. Is the NSS considering some possible upward adjustments on the NSS allowance? Are you considering that?
Very sure. The NSS is already submitted this thing, and it's not because they are seeking for. I have heard them even speak to ask for 800 Ghana cedis. We have brought something higher than even that before Parliament. But what is more important is that there must be appropriation before we can spend. And as you are speaking, 2022 budget had already been appropriated. So we can only hope and wait that in the next hearing, the Education Committee can help us to make a case and make sure we get increments.
So what you're telling us is that you've tabled some concerns before the Parliamentary Committee.
Tabled some concerns.
Are you able to share some of them with us? What are you looking at in terms of the reviewed figures now?
Unfortunately, all we can come out with will be the figures when it goes before appropriation. But at this point, if I could give you any proposal, what I can say in confidence is the fact that it's more than the 800 that they are seeking for. But that one we are very clear about.